All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Money Markets. You are actually with me, Che Yusuf. So, of course, it's another week that we go through in terms of what's happening in the market, and as well as a little bit of market analysis in terms of technical analysis. We do go through in terms of the news, what's cooking in the news, and what will drive the market this week, and as well as to analyze a little bit to see where the market we think it's gonna be. But before we go further, of course, we do go in terms of recap of the week. What happened last week? We saw last week the biggest news. Last week it was actually non-farm payroll coming from United States, of course surpassing the estimation numbers, and we are actually waiting for this week to see the president of Federal Reserve Jeremy Powell what is going to testify to see if the Feds are going to start to cut the rates. Not only that, so because of there's a different region that we're actually driving the market, we saw the second round of French election happening last week, whereby they vote again. And actually, right now the stats, the numbers were they're out. Not actually, there's no party actually that actually won the majority. So we saw the instrument like a France Forte, which is they call it Coq Forte, dipping down because the investors they're lacking of a stability a little bit because of there's no government yet that is being formed. Same as speaking about the election, we saw the election that comes from United Kingdom. The new party has actually come in, kick out the old party that was ruled by Rich Sunak. Actually, the Labour Party has actually gained the victory of the election of 2024. So they are actually forming the new government when it comes to the Labour Party. In terms of the numbers, they were really, really crazy numbers because I see Labour Party they got 412 seats in the parliament in the general elections, and then Corrective Party of Sunak they got 120, the Liberal Party got 72, 71. And the other parties they got like 4 and 5. So the Labour Party is actually leading, leading the actually the race. There will be a new prime minister in the United Kingdom. So we saw instrument pushing all the way up and come back down, especially FTSE 100, and all correlated to the UK GBP pounds. So right now the market is quite a little bit quiet because of again the government hasn't started yet because of all these Europeans what they do, they give the first 100 days in the office to see how the market is going to react, right? So that's another story. Of course we talk about non-farm payroll coming up 206, estimation of 119k, surpassing the estimation, which is good. So we are expecting this week to see how actually Jeremy Powell is going to speak. Again, we spoke about the French election. Again, the French election polls they actually come party alliance seats. The new Popular Front they got 178 seats. Macron and Alliance they got 156. National Rally they got 143 seats in terms of the seats in the Parliament of France. What other things that were cooking last week? Again, it's Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Again, they had a debate, and members of representative of part of Joe Biden, they are saying they want Joe Biden to actually step down because of they don't believe that Joe Biden is going to win. So there's a couple of members calling for Biden to step down and thinking who's going to be the replacement if the Joe Biden step down. So the most likely replacement if he step down, it's a Kamala Harris, which is the vice president, and it will be very, very unique to see, the first African American of a black woman to become a president of the United States. There's other governors like Governor Gavin Newsom, Governor Gretchen Whitman, and Peter Buttigieg. These are most popular people in actually U.S. Transportation Secretary, a governor of California is the one that I actually, having they might have a chance if Joe Biden actually resign. So again, as we say that we are entering this week, the biggest news of this week It's actually Jeremy Poe testifying, and as well as Consumer Price Index, PPI, Producer Price Index, that is coming Thursday and Friday. But before that, there was already story that is coming in terms of how the Fed is gonna actually cut rate. So it says. Almost exclusively by a handful of tech-oriented stocks, investors have begun to quote Winston Churchill by saying, "Never was so much awed by so many to see a few." So Winston Churchill actually released the report that said, "Never was so much awed by so many to see the fews." Again, it's all the story about the interest rates. Some economists, they are saying that they're actually United States, it's actually late when it comes to cut the interest rate. Even if they cut on September or next month, they're still late when it comes to cutting the interest rate. So this week, of course, we're going to see Jeremy Powell beginning his testimony. That is going to come. Another biggest news also this week is going to be NATO summit. So that's what is going to actually drive the market when it comes to the global financial market. Remember, all this information is purely for education purpose, not directly to tell you what instrument you should purchase or participate in. You can use this for information and gather that information and combine it with your information so that you can be able to become a profitable stock trader or profitable forex trader. So, right, for now, let's get in to see how the fundamental events news of this week look like. Today, because it's Monday, the market always be a little bit of quiet. But we're expecting to pick up starting from tomorrow, Tuesday, where we're seeing the federal chair Powell testifying in terms of how they're going to continue with the interest rate, whether they're cutting or they are increasing. That's what is happening on Tuesday. Moving on Wednesday, there's a couple of news coming from China, consumer price index from China. We are seeing also NZD having a rate statement, RBNZ rate statement as well. High impact coming from New Zealand dollar there, and all correlated instrument to a dollar. Wednesday again, the federal chair Powell is testifying again a second time from Tuesday, and again is testifying on Wednesday day. So high impact volatility to all dollar instrument and all correlated, as well as maybe instrument like gold, US 30, S&P 500 as well. Later on 7 p.m., there's a 10-year bond auction from US as well. We're expecting high movement as well for a dollar instrument and all correlated. Moving on Thursday, there's a GDP from Great British Pounds at 8 a.m. High impact movement there that we're expecting from GDP. So we're expecting to have a high movement when it comes to Great British Pounds and all correlated instrument, including maybe FTSE 100, UK 100, German 30, to have a little bit of movement there. Thursday, there's a US CPI, Consumer Price Index on Thursday. And Friday, there's a US PPI. So the biggest one, of course, for this week is Friday and Thursday, where we are seeing US CPI and we're seeing US PPI. But as well, because of Chair Fed Powell is speaking, so we are expecting a lot of volatility from Tuesday and as well as on Wednesday as well when they're testifying. So that's about in terms of high impact volatility at the moment for this week. So let's see how the market is looking this week. All right. So we are looking at US data. So we see that US data pushes the price all the way, to actually, 39,406, pushes the price all the way high. Where exactly I'm anticipating these trades to perform? Let me see. So pretty much the whole week has been playing around on the sideways because of there's no much in terms of volatility today. I'm anticipating the US data to drop a little bit, from Monday, at least to this level. See? So right now it's bullishing. It will get to 39,451, but it might pushes the price down again. So the highest target that we are looking for when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, we're looking for this here, the little bit of retracement. Of course, we saw last week NFP numbers surpassing the estimation. And again, the pushes the instrument like NAS 100 as well as S&P 500 goes all the way up. So you can see as well, NAS 100 sitting at 20,386. Really, really, really high when it comes to this instrument. It hasn't been that much in terms of, dropping. So I'm not anticipating NAS 100 to drop that much, but I think maybe it might end up closing the market by the end of this week at a level of, let me see, at a level of 19,900, somewhere there, 19,900. But a clear opportunity of retracing from Monday, Tuesday, to push the price at least this level, 20,200, push it there. But if it breaks, then we know that it's getting to 19,000. But I don't think it will push the price all the way below 19,000 this week. But of course, Chairman Paul is testifying. There's a CPI, there's PPI as well. But the anticipation is to drop to recover a little bit. But once CPI and PPI come back, it will start shooting all the way back again to 20,387. Maybe it might touch the new height, which is 20,400. At the moment, it hasn't been touching that. German 30, there's a lot of happening in Europe when it comes to the election. So again, I'm anticipating German 30 a little bit of retracement, to push the price all the way down a little bit to 18,336. Maybe also goes all the way below that. Might go below that. It might come all the way to 18,177. 18,177. So you can see already, double top starting pushing the price all the way down to this level. That's where we are anticipating a high impact in terms of, movement or opportunity. Once it breaks to 18,450, might goes all the way down. JP225, Japanese yen, has been a lot of, talks in terms of Japanese yen and Japanese bond. That's why we're seeing that the price of Japanese yen has been going all the way up and up. Are we anticipating that it might break, it might continue, goes up? I think it might retrace a little bit, just a little bit, 40,483, 40,483. That's what I'm anticipating regarding the retracement of this week. So a lot of bearish movement that will start from Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, until CPI and PPI start picking up from Thursday to Friday. Then the instrument start going all the way back up again where it was. So that's exactly how I'm thinking in terms of this market. Not much, a lot of news. I think the biggest news is CPI and PPI from US, and as well as the testifying of Federal Chair Powell on Tuesday, as well as on Thursday. So thank you very much for watching this video. Keep subscribing, share with other guys. And yeah, thank you.